Hello guys, and I'm back with more Zeepkist and with part 3 for ZSL Wild West, final part. And we start with Uranium Fever by Stuart GTR. And as for me, it was pretty hard track, I don't know why, but I spent whole 7 minutes just to try learn and try to finish this track. Well, honestly, I know why, because we have some kind of hard jumps, hard transition, which is not a big fan, especially the pipe, which honestly I learned on last ZCL. If it wasn't there, I would struggle and most likely won't finish this track. Doc to the Rescue by the Bamboozler. And as I think, it's partial from Back to the Future part 3, I guess. And I would say I enjoy this track in some parts. For me, the most hard elements was these narrow holes in the walls where you need to try not to hit them, and because of the speed you need to be pretty precise. But other of that, pretty nice track, I think is pretty doable. Wesmo by Chord, and this is one of, let's say, speedy track where it's all about speed, and partially the hardest part was after the third checkpoint where you need to jump, and it's pretty blind jump from the bridge, and as you see I was completely lucky to finish it. I tried so many times prior and after it and always failed. Most of them on this jump because I can't align my soul box to not hit the second part of the bridge like over and over. All other of that, pretty nice flow, you understand where and how you need to go. Jump from the broken bridge and landing is the most hard part on this track. Jackeroo by Lindsay. It was really nice and I would say classy track for me. I enjoyed after previous couple ones where you were like sweaty to finish like couple checkpoints. This time it's calm, it's nice, it's decently hard. It's not like each jump, each transition make you really hard. You have room to make some errors, make some mistakes, and you still can do it. There is no like big speed checks. It's just nice and, as I said, classy track, which I really enjoy. It was pretty fun to drive this time. Can't say much bad for it. Most of the track are done nice. Let's say the folk makes this track a little bit harder. Most of the track are done straightforward, so you don't need to find the path, just follow the road. One exception, the last jump after checkpoint 4. When you go down from the bridge, you have blind jump and risky road into the left and normal into the right, but I wouldn't say that the straight jump is easier, because it's all like mud and there's a lot of hail bales, so you need to align your soul box, you need to align your speed to not hit them. Yet again, I was pretty lucky to finish this time from the straight road. After that, I try all other attempts, go into the risky road, left road. I never can do it. I just hit the signs, hit the rocks, jump over all of that. So it's out of my skill level, I think so. So yeah, might as well overheat. Yet another speed track, but this time it's not like 200, it's around 150, 160 kilometers per hour. and in this speed box behave like standard, so there's no any changes on your steering, so it's more predictable. I enjoy this track. All these jumps, they're doable, even like loop done nicely. The one surprising element which I struggle couple first time, it's outer turn, but it have like safeguard the fan which push you to the road, so you're not struggling to drive it. I really enjoy it after I understand how it works, so not a problem. As I understand, the main way how you can improve your time is the perfect landing on all this jump and less steering. Scenery, nice. Track are nice. Nice job. Arid Area. Well, I would say I enjoy this track because of two things, maybe three. It's not hard track, so it's a big plus because we have a lot of different hard tracks this time. Another, what I love, this track have two different paths for like risky and detour, where it's definitely slower, way slower, but you not risky at all, and you can easily finish or pass this way without any risk, which is pretty nice. And the third part, which I really enjoy and like, let's call it small maze at the end, where you need to collect all checkpoints in like a loop, circle, or puzzle track. It's open, so you can collect them in any way as you want, and because of all this rock, in any road you want, and it's open a big variety of driving skills, depending on your speed, depending on your type of driving. You can finish this track in different ways. Honestly, I believe that pro players will find the way to finish it sub 110 when they will learn the best and optimal way through all checkpoints that we have in last part. ZSL I Spy Wild West MK4. And yep, on previous video I showed the first part of this track, MK1 or first version. This is part 4. BC to change it, it become more smoothly. He tried to remove this bounce, unity bounce effect from driving on the roof. He made the first jump easier. I wouldn't say this track become less harder, because this jump into the saloon and narrowing track is still hard element. It's still problematic. You need to aim and be really precise. Second part, driving inside the pipe, also I would say pretty hard to go there upside down. He add fans to help you, and I play second version and this is the first one, so he add a lot of signs, which again really great. Now you know where and how you can drive it. This track become way more smoother, and I really enjoy this version than first and second one. Ecstasy of Gold. And as for me, this track a little bit RNG because of all this grave tomb. I was really struggling to find the perfect pass of all of them and not to hit any of them and jump correctly. I would say it's pretty hard track. Jump to the third checkpoint, it's not only like the skill check, it's also a speed check. So you need to not only drive on specific speed, also you need to aim to correct jump. And because it's at the end of the track, it's make you pass a lot of stuff and then hit it and lose it if you're not managed to jump correctly and start over again. So questionable. Like some elements are easy, all this tomb on the road where you need to drive around them are hard element. I'm not really a fan of it, but let me know in the comments what you think about it. Maybe I'm wrong. Cowboys and Aliens night. Yet another RNG track, and it's not because of elements, but because of unity bounce, unity jump. It's presenting a lot of on this track. First of all, this red sphere, they show you correct path, which is again help you to understand how and where to go. As for the track, I would say to jump to the second checkpoint a pretty hard one. First one, when you need to jump from the wall, right? Depending on your speed, you need to understand how jump over, what speed use. And second, with arms up, you need to jump pretty straightforward to not hit like in canyons and to have enough speed to use arms up and not fly over, because if you have a lot of speed, you can fly over, and it was really a surprise for me. Other parts of the track is not so hard, except as I said, a lot of unity bounce on all these junky, clunky transition on this track. I understand that it's all done because of like track theme, but still it's pretty hard. Train Beyond. Pretty similar theme for last track, but done completely differently, and same stuff. You need to jump on the train, and all this transition is pretty hard, and you need to master all of this landing to not crash, to not go left, right. I was literally struggling after checkpoint 6, I guess, to find 7, because first time when I drive it track, I saw the sign too late. I was going into the left, not into the right, so be aware there. As for me, it was pretty hard track, especially jumping inside the train and in all these narrow paths to not hit every other obstacles. For 7 minutes, I finished this track like just 2-3 times, and that's it. So yeah, it's slightly higher than my skill level to finish in after time. But I know a lot of people who find this track pretty interesting. And guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this third part for Wild West. Leave likes, leave comments what your favorite track in this video or from other 2 parts. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and see you next time. Bye. Oh, by the way, this is a bonus. This is MK2, and somehow it wasn't working in open lobby, so I'll launch it on local driving, and it's working here fine. So you can compare this one and the fourth one, which is final one, so I hope it's final one. So yeah, as I said, see you next time. Bye.